today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'4" QB from the University of Tennessee. It's Joshua Dobbs.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. On play action, it's Dobbs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And this one is right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And taken down just shy of the 40. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Ravens at 10-2 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. And
they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. bulldozes past him. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones. Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw is Dobbs. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Rolling to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing here, Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. looking to throw again on second down. Dobbs swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Dobbs. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on second down. Dobbs. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tim Patrick. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence going right back to Wilson. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I would guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Flushed out right. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 62 yards. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Dobbs to throw. And he coughed it up. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score a point.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Dobbs incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn, and the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dobbs is throwing. Dancing to his left. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it. in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Paul ought to give up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Lawrence on the sneak, and this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Dobbs. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. Now Dobbs. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Dobbs' throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And quickly they get to the line. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Cole Kmet, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Leaping, and he makes the grab. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Garrett Wilson with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Dobbs throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Dobbs got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll look to throw again. And Pascal's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.